Good evening from South Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Nets have it. Irving to Durant. Irving. Off the mark. Harris. The drive. Right to the basket. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Irving to Durant. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Simmons with it. Up 6. And the slam. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Gets it in the right corner. Durant. Jumper's good. Kevin Durant. Dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Got it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Durant with the basketball up top. 10-2 the score. Knock loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Here's Durant for 2. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Over to the right side. Durant, wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second-guess your shot. You've had 3 wide-open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
Count the basket at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Durant across the timeline. Down 8. Joel Embiid, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Here's Irving into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Kevin Durant lets it go. The jumper's off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Durant. To Jordan. And counted at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rozier into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Irving brings the ball up court to Durant. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Irving into the front court. Down 12. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Simmons. And that one out of bounds off the net. Simmons. From the outside, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Sixers have the basketball. Embiid. Nice pass to get things going.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was, so he could, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Easy path to the rim.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Cruises inside for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Irving. That's no good. Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shot won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
And the finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down big. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Slam dunk.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Trying to cash in. Irving no good with the shot there. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Smith into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. It goes down.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Horford. Stuffs it down with authority.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score, and that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Brunson. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And he hits.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Short jumper and a put-back slam.
And it's still early in this game, but you can't send the wrong message to the offense by letting them think they can own the glass.
Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Brunson, great feed. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Sixers control. To Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Harris picked up by Seth Curry. To Durant. Not that time.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Nets have the basketball. To Durant. Takes stock of the floor. Durant to Jordan. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Durant across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Kevin Durant. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Embiid. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Brunson to Jordan. Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Knocked loose. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.